I think Vladimir is a very good athlete, for one. He has achieved a lot in the sport doing what he's doing. The jab, the 1-2, back and forward in straight lines. Good at going back and then turning to the right. All good, all well and good. But that ain't going to be enough to beat a fighter like me.
That's an interesting statement. So I hope that you watched enough and a lot of Corey Sanders' fight. You watched, I hope, enough and a lot Brewster fight, Lamont Brewster's fight, my first fight, as a motivation. So I hope it's gonna give you a good feeling of confidence in whatever you do. And you know what? I think I'm not gonna talk actually bad about your boxing skills. You're, for a tall man, you move well. So you're a good counterpuncher. You're there's a lot of good stuff that you're doing. There's a lot of stuff that you can't just do. You can't, as we're all limited, and everyone is going to use his stronger sides in the ring during the fight. And I've faced a lot of guys that promised a lot before, haven't delivered anything in the ring. The other guys hasn't promised anything, they were quiet, but they were very dangerous in the ring. Yeah. So we'll see what is inside of Tyson Fury.
You will see.
What is going to come.
Just going back a little bit there, don't want to talk over it or anything, but yeah, your losses to Sanders, Purity, Brewster.
Have you studied them?
Excuse me, I'm talking.
Oh, go on.
He's going to hit you, just be careful.
I'm not going to hit anybody.
As a referee. Are you going to go after a referee?
Good job. Just listen. I listen to you. Show some respect and listen to me. I'm not talking over you. There's no violence. This is an adult conversation between two fighters.
Okay, go.
You asked me the question about studying your losses. No, I haven't been studying your losses, because them losses were a long time ago, and you've matured as a fighter since them losses. In the beginning, you were trading and throwing combinations. I can accuse you of throwing 3 punches and that's your thing, but that's a safety thing. We all know if you throw 4, 5, 6 combinations, you're open to the counter, to get hit over the top again, and nobody wants to get hit and hurt off heavyweights. You have learned and perfected to stand tall, lean back off the jab, not leaning forward, not fighting when the other person's trying to fight. Whoever looked at them last losses, like the guy who, I don't mention his name, who didn't have any knowledge on boxing, he may have looked at them losses and took confidence from them, thinking, if they can land that shot, then I can, because I'm quick, yeah? But I ain't going to make the same mistake as they've made. I ain't looking for that. I ain't looking for that one punch that's going to knock you out. I'm looking for an accumulation of shots. Now, I don't mind giving my game plan away, because no matter how many fights you watch in the past, there'll always be something different every time. Where I've always been blessed is my ability to move faster than a normal sized man who's my same size. And you're pretty similar size to me, there's not much in it. Pretty similar weight, there's not much in it. But what I have is the agility and the speed over you. No matter what you think, until you're in there, you can watch me on TV as much as you want, but you can ask the fighters I've sparred. The speed of me and the movement is unnatural for a gap man of my size, and that's where you're going to come unstuck.
Vladimir, do you, listening to Tyson talk, it sounds like he studied you from point A to point B. Does that make you respect him a little bit more, fear the fight a little more?
I always respected my opponents. I need to be challenged.
Good.
If I'm challenged, I can bring more to the table. If I'm not challenged, I'm bored. It's just 1-2 is enough.
This is a different man from the press conference. Articulate.
This is different, absolutely.
Detailed.
Absolutely.
Well, there's a time for play, and there's a time for sense and seriousness. Listen, I'm an entertainer as well as a sportsman and an athlete. I'm not a stupid man. I'm quite clever when it comes to boxing, especially my own division. I know what's going on and who's who, from heavyweights who's had 2 professional fights to somebody who's had 102. I know everybody who's coming up. I have to do, it's my job. But there's a time for play and there's a time for being serious. Now, entertainment is what you saw at the press conference. People love that. People love to see that side of me. They love to see me act up. They love to be entertained. If I don't do it, who else does it? Who else does this entertainment in boxing? But now, it's the time to be serious, and I'm sat around the table, I'm looking at Vlad, he's looking at me. He knows I'm a serious person, and I know he's a serious operator. There's no disrespect, because I'll bring the best out of you, and you'll bring the best out of me.
Tyson, tell me the story.
And therefore, when the 2 best come out, the fans are in for a real treat.
Tell me the story of the sauna.
He knows.
At the training camp. Well, tell me.
Matty's training.